Community moderation. Okay. It feels a little odd to be the only one here right now. How you doing, man? I'm doing fine. I just did a little walkie walk on the treadmill, and now I'm fucking with a thumbnail. What was I wanting to find? Element. Oh. Good morning to you too. I'm looking for my moderators in here this morning. Mike, Sherry, and Chris. If anybody sees Mike, Sherry, or Chris. What up, homie? What are we doing for this stream? Well, as soon as I get this this thumbnail finished, we're just gonna kind of shoot the shit is what we're gonna do here. I just need to find the proper element to go into this goddamn thing. Oh, none of that works. Good afternoon to you too. Ben, how you doing? It's going fine here. Okay, now we want to eliminate the... Good afternoon to you too. Love the shirt. Thank you very much. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get this. Why won't this do what I want it to do? Let's go yellow. Way down. We're going to increase the size of this. We're going to move this all the way over here. We're going to bring this in here. Shrink. Ooh, no. We want to shrink that. There we go. And then we want to say share, download. If you've never caught me live, well, so a couple of things. I go live a few times a week. You can catch me on Monday nights, Tuesday nights, and Saturday nights usually. Also, every live that I've ever done is archived on my page here, on my channel here, in the form of a video, so you can go back and watch. What? Oh, what the fuck? You can go back and watch all the old lives. Sorry. I'm trying to figure out why this is doing. Why are you crying like that? Jesus Christ, stop. content. Live. There we go. Part 2. Change the thumbnail. Your mama. Save. Keep save. Okay, look at that. See? No problems, only solutions. Oh, yeah, the cat. This is my cat, and he's just constantly at my feet. Constantly. I don't like it when YouTubers make all of their past lives member only. Glad you don't, at least for now. You know, I had a Patreon where I was doing content specifically for the Patreon, and it was a paid subscription only. And then, you know, I tried on TikTok to kind of do a couple of members only thing, you know, just for the members. And I was like, you know, that's just, it's not right. Just put all the content out there, and if people want to support your page by buying a $5 a month membership, then they'll support your page by buying a $5 a month membership. If they don't want to support your page, they won't. It is what it is. Or if they can't, whatever. So yeah, I'm trying my damnedest to keep everything free so that there's nothing behind a paywall, and that way people can just they can become a subscribing member. If a member, if they want to. Am I Santa Claus? No, I am Santifa. Shout out for me. I don't even know how to pronounce that, my friend. Was that Rafe? Anyway, yeah, I'm trying not to do the paywall stuff. I want every dime I can possibly get, but as long as the revenue sharing from the ads, from the free content stays good, then I don't have to do shit like that. But that also requires people actually watching the videos. Deer Creek. Oh, yeah. Shit. Haven't heard that place in a long time. What's your job, if you don't mind me asking? This. I am a 54-year-old retired landscaper who now does content creation full-time. I get y'all need to make money and all. I can understand that aspect. I appreciate you making all of your previous ones available for everyone. Though, yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, you know, it's already done. So, and here's the thing: if people can watch it, ads can get attached to it, and then I can make more revenue. Where do you see yourself in 10 years' time? Living in Shanahan, 10 years older, probably still doing content. I mean, that'll put me at 64. Yeah, I mean, content is not physically exhausting. So, as long as it's a thing, I could easily see myself doing this for another 10 years, especially given the fact that I predominantly speak about political content, which means I don't ever run out of content. It's never ending. Even if Trump's not in office, politics never end. I just heard Judge Cannon has been removed from the bench. I haven't heard anything to the nature, but let's see if ye old Google machine has something to say about it. Nope. Do you think America is a good country for living as a university student? I think America is still a good country, even though it is extraordinarily fucked up right now. As a university student, here's the thing. Normally, I would say yes. I don't know with this administration. I truly don't know. Is content creation hard work? I mean, we were just talking, my wife and I were just talking about this yesterday. I work about 8 or 9 hours and not straight through. Like I get up and have lunch, take a piss, maybe go out and feed the birds, to stretch my legs and shit. But I work about an 8 to 9 hour shift every other day. So like today is my day off. I'm not making content. Had breakfast, fucked around and doom scrolled in the morning. I did a little scheduling, which happens on my days off. And then, my wife and daughter and son went to my mother-in-law's house. I did 25 minutes on the treadmill, and I came in here to go live with you guys before my wife gets home. Then we're going to go, my son's going to do some bowling, and he just got him some new bowling balls. I don't have to do any work today. Then tomorrow, I'll be back in here working. So, and when I say working, I mean sitting here making content. So I don't know if that's hard work or not to you. Suggestions about VHS? You mean like videotapes? Have I ever seen a show at Alpine Valley in Wisconsin? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And not just the Grateful Dead, my friend. One of the weirdest shows I've ever saw up there was Guns N' Roses with Skid Row opening up for him. It was a weird show. It's a weird crowd. Just a hypothetical question. What would you do if you got dementia and forgot that you had a channel? I don't know. I would have dementia. My wife would probably kick in at that point in time because we are powers of attorney over each other for medical and financial and everything like that. So she would kick in, and hopefully, if I'm being completely honest with you, hopefully she would document what it's like to live with somebody with dementia, put it on my channel, continue to make revenue to live off of it, but take that natural next progression and say, okay, this is the guy you have been watching for X amount of years. This is where he's at in his life, and these are the struggles that we have because of this ailment. Well, thank you very much. 537. What is that? Manitoulin girl? Thank you. I appreciate that. Texas aloha. Do I think I've lived a good life? That's a good question. Half of it good, half of it not so. How am I? I'm fat and sassy. How are you, Garfield? Are we in World War III? No. No. It ain't looking good, but no. No, we're not technically in World War III. Like I said, he's fucking up fast and picking up steam. Don't get me wrong. Several houses have been completely destroyed by an F3 tornado in Michigan. I wish I could live in the United States of America. I'm Iranian and I'm banned from the U.S. That does suck. Dementia sounds like a nightmare. I can't exactly. Dementia is like scary. Like not being able to recognize the family that you've been with for years, decades and decades. Is just a fucking hellish nightmare. Would be how I would imagine it. But I follow a guy out of California who takes care of his father with short-term memory loss. Wakes up every morning, doesn't know where he's at, doesn't remember that he sold his house, that he's divorced, that he's retired, all of that shit. And they make the best of the good days and they deal with the bad days, and it really does suck when you see the images of him not being able to remember his own son. In your opinion, who is the most influential person of all time? Oh, I don't know. Jesus of Nazareth. What would suck more, living in the U.S., having dementia, or living with dementia in the U.S.? I don't know. I like living in the U.S. My next door neighbor has dementia, and she is absolutely impossible to live with as she's doing stupid stuff, and her careers are basically her what are doing the same. Your books are very good. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, with dementia, you wouldn't remember that you're in the United States. So, carers. Oh, the people that care for her caregivers. Earlier today, I saw the video of the Southern guy talking gibberish. He reminded me of that old gibberish speaking guy from Blazing Saddles. Yeah, there are a lot of Southern guys who speak gibberish. Are any of my moderators in the room? I'm looking specifically for Mike, Sherry, and Chris. If you guys are in the room, I need you to send me your mailing addresses, your shipping addresses, please. Am I married? Yes. I've been married to my wife since May 7th, 1999. Have I ever visited Israel? No, the only countries I've been to out of the United States of America are Canada, Mexico, the Bahamas, Jamaica, Honduras, and Belize. What is my favorite time of day? I don't know because I don't have a regular job now, so it's not like when I get home from work or what I don't know. I don't know. Do you like fuck you, Ben? You know the answer to that question. Come in here asking that goddamn question. I swear to God, you are trying to stir some shit up. Scrolled through all the text. None of the mods seem to be here. Yeah, I don't see them either. You're gonna go take a nap, Andrew? Right on. 420. What about 420? Are you guys saying it's 420 by you? Because it's 1220 here. Or are you asking me if I'm 420 friendly? What is it that you guys when you guys say 420? Oh, is that my favorite time of the day? Oh no, not sorry. My apologies. No, because it's always 420. So no, no. Your favorite time of the day is about tree fitty. Do you like any tobacco products? Not anymore. Not anymore. I only recognize Jesus of Nazareth as the most influential person of all time because of how many people have a cult-like devotion to what was probably just an apocalyptic type of preacher. Changed the course of human history. Favorite pie? Pumpkin. Yes, daylight savings time does suck, and that's today. Technically, it's 1:20, but no, because we got to do this stupid fucking thing every fucking year. Glad you caught me live. Right on. You were born 5 minutes from where Jesus was born. What is this? What does this person say up here? Who doesn't love 420 at this point? That's what I'm trying to say. Do I know any famous musicians? Like personally? No. Oh, look, we have an ignorant fucking troll. Hey, Benjamin, before anybody, there's no mods in here. Good. I'm in complete control of the room. Hey, Ben, is there anything that you want to say that's intelligent? Or are you just going to act like you have digital Tourette's? We'll have a conversation with you, Puddin', if you're willing to have a conversation. Can you have a conversation? Will mommy let you? You don't get what's going on with 420. 420 is smoke time, weed, marijuana. Paul Thomas Anderson. Why does that name sound familiar? Give me some. I don't know who he is off the top of my head. Sweden. Hello. You think Ben's trying to come out? Maybe that's why he keeps repeating it over and over and over again. People on the internet getting, yeah, Mike Tyson, yeah. Hey, Tom, do you like to fish? No, I don't. Can't wait for my big back to have a tavern pizza later. Right on, man. That guy makes all of us Benjamins look bad. Well, you notice when you asked him if he's willing to have an intelligent conversation, he shut right the fuck up. I'm sad you didn't read my question. Sorry, ask it again, man. Ben is not gay, but his boyfriend is. Shit. Yeah. See, so he's not interested in having an intelligent conversation. So we just muted him, and now he can still scream into his phone, "Gay, gay, 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 gay." However, we don't have to see it. So he is just essentially screaming into the yawning chasm that is the interwebs. What's my number one concern with the U.S. right now? Donald Trump acting as if he is above the law and nobody checking him. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, my number one concern is the president. What's your favorite time zone? Yours is Eastern. Well, I kind of like mine, Central. Someone at work put a license plate frame on my car that said, "I'm not gay. Say hello to your wife. I will when she gets home." Do you think the midterms will be legit? I think they're going to get fucked with, but yeah, I think they're going to be legit. Oh, excuse me. Thank you for the $5 donation. First donation of the live. Sir, hear oil rain in Iran today? So sad. No, I did not. I hear that. Have I ever seen Trump in person? No. No. And thankfully, too. I got a feeling that's got to be like radiation exposure. We live on one giant rock and we can't all get along together. I wonder where these people think they're going to go. That troll has the IQ of the average MAGA voter. What's your go to stand up comedian? For you, it's Norm MacDonald. My go to? Oh, shit. I have a number of go tos, really. Jim Jeffries is fucking phenomenal. Lewis Black is phenomenal. Uh, uh, wow, Kathleen Madigan is phenomenal. I like Sebastian Maniscalco a lot. These days, I've been getting into a lot of these internet comedians that have been blowing up because of the little clips of the shows that they've been playing, and they do a lot of crowd work. Like I never did get into the Matt Rife guy, but Phil, I love Phil Hanley. Um, there are a few. Just double tap the screen with my tip for you. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Doug Stanhope. He sounds familiar. I'm a bass player. Who is my favorite? Who's your favorite one? My favorite is different from who I think the best is. I think the best bass player is Harris from Iron Maiden. I think he just gets after it. My favorite, however, that's my favorite. The major rager on the four-string motherfucker, Cliff Burton. Paul McCartney was a solid bass player for the band he was in, but yeah, cliff. How do you deal with MAGA vitriol? I'll give you a demonstration. That's how. You roll yourself up a few of these. And keep them handy. Make sure you got a lighter that works. Problem solved. Now, it also helps that I get to take their ignorance, make content about it, put it on social media sites, and then get paid to do so. So that helps a lot. Is marijuana legal in my state? Yes, I live in Illinois, and it has been legal for both recreational and medicinal for quite some time. I have not heard the new Gorillaz album. How long do you think Trump has left realistically? 2 to 2.5 years, if that. Well, I have a handful of Zippos that some that people have sent me, some that I've gotten as gifts, some that I've purchased myself. But like, I just use like on the daily, just a regular old Bic. Just your regular old lighter. And if you consume cannabis for any period of time, especially if you consume cannabis for 40 years like I have, then the bottom of your lighter is most likely going to look like this. What does your content look like after this MAGA movement? It looks exactly the same. I discuss politics and social issues primarily. I also discuss Gen X culture, music, food, travel, parenting, Chicago and Chicagoland tidbits, but predominantly politics and social issues. Politics don't stop, ever. There are always going to be bills that are going to be debated. There are always going to be things that one side is trying to do that I disagree with, and another side is trying to do that I agree with. It might get less crazy, obviously, but politics never ends. So, from a content creation standpoint, it is quite literally a never-ending supply of content. Oh, I think that we're developing monopolies again in this country. What the hell are you apologizing to me for? You didn't even know I was going to be going live. Keep delivering. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Boyd, Tina Boyd. I hope the Democracy Party or Democratic Party next president actually Trump's MAGA fans. I hope they don't. Is it safe to say our president will be Gavin Newsom in 2028? No, it's not even close to safe to say that. Listen, if the primaries were held right now, Gavin Newsom is probably the one that's going to come out on top. Probably, if they were held right now. They're not being held right now. He is going to be a major player in the Democratic primary in 2028. He is, no doubt about it. And you're going to have some other names that are going to be in there, the Pete Buttigiegs of the world, and maybe Gretchen Whitmer or people like that. There are going to be people that are going to pop up that we're not even thinking about right now. Maybe people that we've never even heard of right now. That's how it always happens. We're going to go through the midterms. Somebody's going to emerge that we've never even heard of before, and they're going to become a player in the party. It is not safe to assume that Gavin Newsom is going to be the nominee for anything. As a matter of fact, if the trajectory that we're on holds true, I would say that my governor, J.B. Pritzker, is going to be your nominee in 2028. J.B. Pritzker is a billionaire, Democrat, governor of Illinois, who is way more progressive than you think he is. And he has the money and the buying power to turn your fucking lights out. He's a real billionaire, right? I mean, a true fucking billionaire. You take those billions of dollars, I can't be bought billions, and combine it with a really progressive mindset. Watch the youth gather around J.B. Pritzker in 2028. No, Hillary's not going to throw her head into the ring. Renee's doing fine. She's at her mother-in-law's house, or her mother's house. Should vegans be illegal? Good God, no. What the fuck? Dude, did you have a stroke this morning? Love your show. Thank you very much. This might be a personal question, but just curious. How much money have you made just by making these videos? All in? I've been monetized for December, January, February, March, 16 months. 16 months. So this is not, even though I've been making content for years, I've been monetized for 16 months. In that period of time, not just from this source, all in, a little over 3. No one will ever trust America again. That's the problem, right? We could go back to having a normal president. We could go back to having a normal Congress. We could sweep Trumpism into the alley and where it belongs, into the dustbin of history. But at the end of the day, we have shown as a nation that we are willing to elect a fascist twice. We can't be trusted. What do you need to get monetized? You on this channel on YouTube, you need to hit certain metrics. You have to have so many subscribers, so many watch hours. It's so you got to like be consistent and post content and build your audience. And when you hit these metrics, then you qualify for monetizations. You met JB a few months back at Southern Illinois. Yeah, he's got a real shot. He really does. SB 3977 also will pretty much decimate Illinois' tech sector. Okay, I have not looked into that, so I'll have to look into that. Send me a message about that if you don't mind. Do you think the Trump administration will face justice? No. No. I phrased it better, but nobody reads my comments. It's odd. What are you talking about here, Harry? I didn't see a comment from you. Where did it go? Where is it back here? Hang on. Harry. Will America ever get its influence back after what Trump is? No. No. Well, I shouldn't say that. They can. But it's going to take generations cycling through this before we're trusted again. I'm sure tourism to the USA is suffering, as I know lots of people that will never visit the United States again. Is it true many Americans are leaving USA to live in Europe? I don't know about many Americans leaving USA to live in Europe. I've known of a few people, or I've heard of a few people that have moved to Costa Rica, or at least are enjoying dual citizenship to be able to have a house in Costa Rica and spend a lot of time there, whatnot, what have you. Tourism is down. Vegas is suffering. We're heading into the summer tourist season. It'll be interesting to see how concert venues get affected, summer tours get affected, things of that nature. But yeah, tourism is down in the United States of America, and for good reason. I mean, if they're just grabbing people who aren't citizens of this country off the fucking streets, no matter who you are, and you could wind up in like fucking Nigeria. You know, hey, this guy's from fucking Denmark, and we got him at a rock festival in Idaho, and he's now in Seacot in El Salvador. Why the fuck would you risk coming here? Dorina, have a good day. I don't know how it's going to end. Mexi rolls are back at Taco John. I'm very excited. No offense, man. No offense. I'm saying this because I understand it because I am a fat guy, and I don't know if you're a fat guy or not. I have no idea what you look like. That is some fat guy shit. We are in the middle of talking about anything but tacos, anything but food. And in comes my guy with, and these fucking Mexi rolls are back. Kind of excited. Kind of excited. That is some fucking. That is injecting some fat guy shit into the conversation, man. Oh yeah, no, I'm fat. What do you mean I'm not fat? I'm 5'9", 280. Yeah, I'm fat. Your dad's a huge taco guy. So am I. So am I. There's supposed to be a World Cup game with Iran in June, so who knows if that game is even going to happen. I don't think that game's going to happen. There's no fucking chance that game is going to happen. This guy goes, it's muscle. This person says it's muscle. That reminds me of the scene from, Couples Retreat. Vince Vaughn, the four couples go down to the couples island, and they all have to disrobe in front of each other. And the one big black guy won't take his pants off because he doesn't have any underwear on, and he's got his shirt off. He's got his big bellies hanging out there, and the guy who runs the island says to his girlfriend, "Tell him how much you love his body." And she's like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah. Look at him, layer upon layer of dormant muscle waiting to pounce." Basically, yeah, he's fat. 5'9", 350. Yeah, I'm 5'9". I usually hovered right around 300. I got up around 325, 330 at one point. At this point in time, I'm at 278, 280, somewhere in that range. I don't know. It's. I'm just trying to make sure that I got stamina. I got shit to do this summer that requires stamina. I've got a Jesus fucking Christ. I've got an AC/DC concert in September that starts at 7 p.m. That's the opening act, by the way. And we're on the fucking field at Notre Dame Stadium, so we're on our feet for 3 fucking hours, and I'm my age. Going to New York City in July. That's going to be a lot of walking. Got a cruise at the end of July. That's going to be a lot of walking. AC/DC, yeah, they're doing they did a like stadium tour, like professional sports arenas, shit like that last year, and this summer, now that they're back in the United States, they're doing predominantly college campuses. So, oh, I just did an earlier live. That's all, Tom. It's archived on my page. You can go watch it. So, what was I just talking about? Lost my fucking train of thought. Manhattan? Yes, I'm going to be in Manhattan July 6th through the 8th, I think. Why do flat earth people even exist? I don't know. You'd have to ask them. Salt Lake City is beautiful, filled with crazy. Oh, AC/DC tour, predominantly college stadiums. So I'm going to see them at Notre Dame Stadium, where the Irish play football, and the next closest place they were playing this summer was the University of Wisconsin Stadium, where the Badgers play. I've never watched a single episode of Breaking Bad. Should military members have a vote on if they go to war? No. You wait to hear the taco truck then chase it for a block. You love Breaking Bad? Yeah, I never saw an episode of Breaking Bad. Am I familiar with YouTuber Dark Matter 2525? No, I am not. Do I like Iron Maiden, UFO, Deep Purple, Motorhead, and Judas Priest? Okay, everything after Iron Maiden, in my opinion, is okay. I dig some songs by UFO, obviously Deep Purple, Motorhead. They've got some classic songs. And Judas Priest, who doesn't like at least a few Judas Priest songs? But from UFO on, it's just that, a few songs from each one. Iron Maiden, I have them on the wall in front of me. I think they're one of the greatest bands of all time. They fucking kill it. You will never do Vegas again. My wife went to Vegas with her mom, sister, friend, and two of our daughters, and they liked it. She said she would go back, but the thing is that my wife and I travel very well together, and like she wants to go places with me because we do travel so well together. We've kind of got our travel routines down. We know what we both know what to do and how to do it the way each other likes it, and it's just we can get through airports and planes and towns and cities and countries quite well together. Better Call Saul is good too. Never saw an episode of that either. Military members had their vote. Military members had their vote of if they would be willing to go to war or not when they signed. Exactly. Exactly. Come to Oregon where the grass is green. It's pretty fucking green here too, my friend. Oregon's beautiful, don't get me wrong. I just can't see us ever living on the West Coast. Now, if you are talking, choose anyone to come down to legal orders or not. I had another Mexican vacation plan, but feeling like I might need to change. We're going to be in Mexico hopefully, at the end of July, but in cruise ports. So, the cruise ship won't take us there if there's danger in the area, but the danger is predominantly, I believe, considerably further north than we're going to be. We're going to be having a couple of stops along the Yucatan, and then a stop in Honduras and one in Belize. Would you ever go to North Korea if you had the chance? In its current state, no. South Korea, yes. North Korea, no. Not in its current state. I would only go into North Korea like if I had like a military escort and they knew I was coming, was part of some official diplomatic bullshit, and just so I could see it. But then they would only show me the parts they want me to see. So no. Donald Trump is keeping America safe. Yeah, that'll be your little secret. How do you feel about how politics are portrayed in fiction? What? I mean, you got some weird fucking question, dude. A while back, did you say that you've visited all 50 states? No, I have not visited all 50 states. I have been to 39 states, and no, I've never been. Oh, yes, I've been to South Dakota. I've never been to North Dakota. We are all unsafe now. Safe for whom? Ha ha ha. Good joke. Yeah, the trolls. The trolls, the trolls, the trolls, they're trolling. You've been to every state except for Hawaii? I am going to get off of here in a minute and get myself ready to go watch my son bowl. Oh, Ben, they definitely live in a different world. They have for years. So we were in Vancouver in August. This this past August, we were in Vancouver for a single day. That's where our cruise ship departed from as we headed up the Alaskan coast. We did that end of August, beginning of September. Bush 1 causing the attack on the trade centers via Desert Storm. I America is in a right state now? Sure. Yeah, whatever helps you sleep at night. Hope you're well. Is MAGA a small percentage of the US? Yes. So the Republican Party in and of itself is a minority party. The only reason that Republicans win is because of gerrymandered districts and electoral colleges. I think since Ronald Reagan, only two Republicans have ever won the popular vote, and they were each one time. W and Trump each won the popular vote one time, and Trump didn't even win a majority; he won a plurality. So the Republican Party is a minority party to begin with, and then MAGA is a minority of the minority party. The reason why they have such a stranglehold is because there's that 30 to 40% of the Republican Party is so rabid that if they pull their support because Trump told them to pull their support, then a Republican can't win because you can't afford to lose 5% of that of the Republican base and expect to win nationally, let alone 30 to 40%. So that minority has tremendous say and pull, which is why all of these Republican members of Congress, Lindsey Graham and Ted Cruz, and J.D. Vance, who all hated Trump, who all spoke out against Trump. J.D. Vance said that Donald Trump was America's Hitler, and now he's his vice president. They all kowtowed to him because they can't piss off that 30 to 40% of the Republican base. But yes, they're a minority. They are a minority of a minority party. But a minority can have tremendous pull sometimes. Would I ever want to see all of the files? I just want to know what's in them. Do I want to see them? No, like I don't need to see the images necessarily, or at least not all of them. That's for sure. Yeah, I think everybody should be able to see what's in those files. I'll tell you another, and then I'll say this, and I got to get off here. Then you guys can converse about it in the comment section of this live when it gets turned into a video about 30 to 45 seconds after I end the video or the live. I also think that we should see crime scene footage more often. Not because of some sense of eerie curiosity. I think that we could enact far more change in this country if we saw the Sandy Hook photos. If we saw what that gunman did to those first graders, I think we might have actually been able to get some change in this country. I think that people hear it and we've become so desensitized to it because all we do is hear it and it happens over and over and over and over and over and over again. That until you get to actually see it, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't. I don't think it hits as hard. I think if people could see it, they'd be like, "Holy shit!" I think if people could see, here's another one. I think if people could see what those 6 service members' bodies look like, rather than just seeing flag draped coffins, flag draped caskets being pulled off of a plane. If people could see what those servicemen and women went through in our name, I think that the voices would be much louder to go, "Hey, knock this shit the fuck off." grown man, by the way. What does that mean, Dunix? If you don't mind me asking, did I miss a comment in here? Doesn't appear I missed a comment. Another troll here. Oh, yeah, we always have a couple of trolls here. Exactly, Melanie. Exactly. But yeah, I think that I think people need to see the effects of legislation or lack of legislation to see what we're really talking about here. You know what I mean? So, having said that, I'm going to go get myself ready. Thank you guys very much for stopping by. Hasta lasagna. Don't get any on you. Make sure that you watch all of the videos, tell all of your family and friends, and share my page with everybody you can on your Facebook page, on your Twitter page, on your LinkedIn page, on your Threads page, on your Snapchat page, wherever. Greatly appreciated. Get all your friends to come watch over here. All right? And to the trolls out there, tell mom I said hi.